Hey guys, and welcome back to Corpse Party Blood Drive, and we're going to get through Chapter 4. So, Blood Drive, Chapter 4, Pillars of the Six Demons. So, in the last chapter, at the end of Chapter 3, we saw that Aiko was burning alive, but we don't know if she's actually dead. It ended right before anything really happened. That is, Ayumi. So, Aiko! Alright, so it looks like she's still trying to find her. I'd been wandering around, exhausted, out of my mind, aimlessly searching for every corner of the building for Aiko. Eventually, I wound up in the custodian's closet again. So this is where we found the key that led us into the science room. Alright, what's going on here? There's something in that furnace over there. Okay, so it looks like she's pretty exhausted. I mean, a lot has happened, understandably. It was no use. Aiko was long gone. I was all alone. I'd been in here long enough that I began to worry about my phone battery dying. I didn't want to shut it off completely, but at least felt it was prudent to turn off the screen. True, but you're lucky you find batteries that apparently works for your smartphone. What now? If the book isn't here, then what the hell did I get so worked up about? I don't know, it was a trickery from that spirit that tried to kill us with the axe. So I should have never come. Wow, there you go. Good job, Ayumi. This is all your fault again. Jesus Christ. My voice was breaking. I had more or less given up by this point. What? My newly darkened phone screen suddenly lit up again as a call came through. It was Mitsuo. Yo, full of regards again, I take it. You're pretty pathetic, you know. Wow, Mitsuto. Well, that didn't take long. I went from relieved to infuriated in a single heartbeat. Ugh. What the hell is wrong with you? Are you watching me or something? You knew exactly how I was feeling last time you called too. How do you know my moods? Dunno, just my sixth sense, I guess. Maybe they're connected through fate, the red string of fate. And why don't you pick up when I call you? Well, that's an easy one, because you're a pain in the ass. So, how's everything? I sighed a little on the inside. It was becoming clearer and clearer that this was just Mitsuo's way. I tried my best to ignore his abuse and simply answer his question. It's not here. Huh? The Book of Shadows. It's not here. Confirmed by the psychic intelligence girl. That photo was created by someone in this school as a ruse to bring people here from the outside world. It's a fake. You serious? I'm out of options. There are no more leads to follow for resurrecting my friends. Some Shinozaki you turned out to be. Does the bloodline slowly turn to piss with each generation or something? Jesus. Mitsuto. You can't even get your hands on a single Book of Shadows? I'm no longer just embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed by you. Wow. Harsh words, Mitsuto. But you said it would be here too, didn't you? So you're a liar. Ha! No, oh man, that is rich. Nothing I told you is a lie, but if the skin isn't here, that's definitely a miscalculation on my part. Skin? What's going on? The skin. Listen, this dimension represents the nirvana that the Book of Shadows created, right? So, somewhere in here, you'll find the nirvana's core. So, I didn't tell you about this? What does that have to do with anything? If I can't find the book, I can't resurrect my friends. And if I can't resurrect my friends, then there's no point of me coming here. So, what are you going to do about that? There's a girl trying to kill me who's acting an awful lot like Sachiko, and I can't take much more of this. Hey, you might want to listen when someone's giving you crucial information, okay? Since the Book of Shadows created the Nirvana's core is made up of its contents. Huh? Find the core somewhere in this dimension, and it's pretty much the same thing as finding the Book of Shadows. Meaning, you might be able to cast soul resurrection magic or whatever. So, I can still bring back everyone? Yeah, even without the skin, there are still all the internal organs. If the spell's there, you should be able to cast it from the contents alone. My cheeks were on fire. It felt as though all the blood in my body had been pushed up to my head. You've gotten bigger problems right now, though. There's a situation in here, and you created it, and now you have to take responsibility. Huh? What kind of situation? Something happened to Makina Shinozaki's apartment, right? That girl you came in contact with, the reason she's here now is because you brought something you shouldn't have from Makina's home. You mean the Ever After Stones? No. No. Some part of a human body. Hairs, bones, nails. The tooth! Those 2 baby teeth I'd found. The ones that were stuck in my hand. I figured they must have had some kind of meaning, so I wrapped them in a tissue and stuck them in my pocket, and I'd forgotten all about them until this very moment. Teeth, huh? Yeah, baby teeth, and I do have them with me right now. The girl you encountered isn't Sachiko. The Martubas were researching this, but apparently there was another girl in Yoshi's womb alongside Sachiko, known as a vanishing twin. What? She died inside her mother, basically melted and got absorbed by her younger sister, so you can kind of think of her as Sachiko's unborn older twin. This was almost too much to process. Never in my wildest dreams would I have ever imagined something so bizarre. And yet here you are, back in fucking Heavenly Host. I think I heard her saying, Sachi. Could that be her name? Sachi, huh? Good a name as any. That's what we'll call her then. Sachi. You can think of her as a petty spirit from her own world. Nothing more than a mischievous poltergeist at worst, though. Unfortunately, you brought her teeth to Heavenly Host, so now she's managed to give herself a physical form and awaken here. And in doing so, she's basically absorbed the entirety of Nirvana's power and has gone completely berserk. She doesn't have any higher intelligence function like Sachiko though, which means you can't reason with her. She's pretty much just pure evil. Worse still, her powers are so strong that her spiritual chaos she's creating is spreading through the real world too, causing all kinds of shit to go down. Probably an unconscious grudge on her part for never having a chance to be born. But how did I awaken her? How is that even possible? Why would her teeth from a child who was never born even exist? That's true. Obviously, something happened at Makina Shinozaki's apartment, though we never may know what. Not worth worrying about that now either. We need to focus on what to do about Sachi. Her power of absorption is enormous, and it's causing the Nirvana to shrink, and that's causing the dimensional wall that separates this world from ours to start to break down. The wall between the worlds? What happened if it falls? Pretty much what you would expect. It'd be the end of the world as we know it. Great. Great, Ayumi. You fucked up. You brought teeth in and now you're gonna end the world? Jesus, fuck, dude. The TV turned on. Ah! If Sachi gets out into the real world, the ensuing chaos would be immense. People would go insane and start killing each other, or themselves. Death would pretty much rule the day. And those who moved on to the ever after would all suddenly wake up. The earth would be taken over by vengeful spirits, leaving very little room for flesh and blood stragglers. How does one respond to a claim like that, especially when the elephant in the room is that this is all my fault? I'd literally be responsible for the end of civilization. Good job. Good job, Ayumi. I'm glad you realized it, though. I was completely speechless, in shock. Most likely, all I could do was breathe heavily. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears so loudly that I felt like some part of me was about to snap. I had to say something to keep Mitsuo on the line. No, that can't be true. How does it feel? Huh? What do you... Bet it feels pretty weird knowing that your actions are gonna bring the end of the world. Exactly. Good job, Ayumi. Seriously, what the hell is your problem? Why would you say that? You're such an ass. I had no idea this would happen. That's what they all say. You had no idea? Please. Oh, my stomach. I couldn't take any more of Mitsuo's crap. All I could do was scream at him over the phone and hope it hurts his ears or something. Alright, the TV turns on and she's just screaming. What's going on? If you're so frustrated with yourself that you're that close to snapping, don't. There might be still a light at the end of the tunnel. Didn't even faze him. He just kept on talking with that same cocky tone in his voice. The only person who can stop this world from ending, again, is you. Huh? It was just one sound, but I could barely get it out. I had almost no voice at this point. I was just a mess of tears and confusion. Listen up, okay? You have a new objective. In order to stop Sachi, you have to get this Nirvana moving. And for that to happen, you'll need some real divine providence on your side. Divine providence? You seen any pillars since you got here? Pillars? What kind? There was the black object I saw from the window, but I didn't know if that was what he meant. The Nirvana was built out of a bunch of Sephiroth and a bunch of pillars, okay? The pillars are made up of spiritual matter, and honestly, I'm not going to be able to explain it, so you'll understand. So, you know that they're called the pillars of the 6 demons. They should each be located somewhere in this school. And even though they're called pillars, they can really be in any shape or size. Pillars of the 6 demons? Just keep listening. The pillars of the 6 demons that exist here in Heavenly Host represent the north, the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and south directions. You need to release the seal on each of them to complete the hexagram within the school. And you're the only one who can do it, since you're a Shinozaki. I'm the only one? But why? Because you're a Shinozaki, and this Nirvana was brought into existence by the Shinozaki bloodline. Yoshi Shinozaki's actions created this mess, so only I can clean it. I considered the responsibility that had just been laid upon me, and unconsciously gripped the hem of my skirt. The power sealed in each pillar is fairly weak though, but before you ask, so what do I do? That's why you're releasing all 6 to gather all the energy into one area. When the hexagram is formed around the core, all the power will crystallize and combine. Then, no matter how strong this Sachi is, you will be able to send her back to hell. Why do you know all of this? And why should I believe any of it? Can you show me any proof that any of this is even true? I'd rather not, but fine. I told you when we got here, I'm Yagora, which means I'm a descendant of a bunch of shitty spiritual mediums. Specifically, I'm the son of the Shinto priest. My knowledge of the Nirvana and hell, for that matter, was all beat into me before I even knew how to walk. Yagora. I do recognize the name. Sis talked about them once or twice. Well, we're kinda up there with the Shinozaki family, which is how I got to know your sister. Oh, yeah. You said you were her protege, right? Yeah. Anyways, anything more than that? Huh? The fuck are you implying? Don't go making up shit on in your head, I swear. If you weren't her sister, I wouldn't even bother with a lost cause like you. Wow. Brutal. Savage. Now listen. First thing you gotta do is defeat the spirit. Even if you do manage to find the Nirvana's core, there's not much point in bringing your friends back to the dying world. So your goals here are simple. Protect the world by hurling Sachi back to hell, where she belongs, and find the core so you can resurrect your buddies. Think you can handle that? Sure. I mean, maybe I can. I felt like a boat drifting out into the ocean, allowing itself to be carried wherever the wind may take it, whether I wanted to go that way or not. Even with the best plan of attack laid out in front of me, In no uncertain terms, I found it difficult to be certain about anything. It was like my willpower had already died. Where are you? I was staring at the odd cube Masuo had given me before we jumped here. Eyes swollen with tears. Yeah, I'm trying to find you too, but I think we're in different spaces. That's what I was afraid of. Even if I succeeded, how could I get back? Was this basically a suicide mission for me? I didn't want to do any of this. All I wanted to do at the moment was break down and cry. Don't worry though, I'll come and save you. Once we meet up, if everything's taken care of, we can go home together using the Ever After Stones. So, take care, okay? Can I really believe that? Yeah. That gem I gave you will react to the pillars of the 6 demons. So keep an eye on it, and you should be able to figure out when you're getting near one. Anyways, good luck. Wait, by gem, do you mean... Click. The conversation was over. This? I stared a little more skeptically at the so-called Argus cube in my hand. Did he know all this was going to happen before we even came here? Damn it! Why does he have to be so cold? Alright, so now there's a creepy thing in the window, so I'll probably check that out. There's something lying on the ground next to the heater. We got some matches. Very nice. But I am going to end the episode here, guys, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll see what's up with that TV and hopefully find a save point.